Good evening. I want to explain a forex concept, trading concept known as opposing liquidity. Opposing liquidity is one concept that if you understand it, you can use it as one of many other methods to place trades in forex. Let me go straight to the chart and use the chart to make this explanation. If you look at this chart, this is GBP USD, British pound against US dollar. You will see that there's a downtrend. And when this downtrend got to this point, it made a lot of, as you can see, this is an order block. And then there was a liquidity sweep through this order block. And when it did this liquidity sweep, it created a fair value gap, created an imbalance. What happened is that imbalance now is created what we call opposing liquidity. When there's an imbalance after a liquidity sweep, what the market does is to come back, in most cases, is to come back and clear that opposing liquidity. It then uses that opposing liquidity as a fuel to move up. As you can see here, an order block, a liquidity sweep, it came to clear the opposing liquidity, use it as a fuel to move up. And when it was moving up, it came back again to retest this key level before it moved up again and kept moving. But now, I've used this one as an example. Let me use another one. This is another order block or consolidation, anyone you can call it. This is an order block, this is a consolidation. As you can see, many buys and sells at the same time. The next thing that happened was a liquidity sweep through this order block. When this liquidity swept through this order block, it created a fair value gap. As you can see, an imbalance. You can see an imbalance. Now, when it got to this particular position, it consolidated on top of this key level, creating a lot of buys and sells. This is a consolidation. You can put it that way. It's a consolidation. You can also call it an order block, but this is more, I will call this more of a consolidation process. Now, what happened is that this trade swept this through this order block, went up, and created an imbalance. Remember, there was an imbalance here. We have another imbalance here. And this trade reversed back and cleared that opposing liquidity, because an imbalance creates an opposing liquidity. Swept the opposing liquidity here, came here, swept this other opposing liquidity, and then used them as fuel to now move all the way up to this particular position, and then retested this level, created another consolidation, and moved up all the way to this position. And then so you can see this is one of the ways. In fact, most of the time, this is how the market moves. The market moves with liquidity, a creation of an order block or a consolidation, liquidity sweep, imbalance created, fair value gap is closed in the process of sweeping opposing liquidity, using it as a fuel to move up. So if you understand the concept of liquidity sweep, understand the concept of imbalance being created by liquidity sweep, and the need for a fair value gap to be closed, which happens to be the grabbing of opposing liquidity to use it as a fuel to move the market upwards. If you're able to time that and then place your trade well with proper risk management, I believe it will come out well. So if you want to understand more about forex trading, more concepts on how to go about these other principles and procedures, please feel free to chat me up on WhatsApp 081-377-01720. I repeat, 081-377-01720. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.